I face my eyes into the sun. Can't see shit.
But I can run, take the walls of storage spawn into delirium of eyes. Bring my eyes into the sun. Can't see shit, but I can run. Take the walls of storage spawn into delirium.
Delirium. After about a 1.5 year hiatus of not releasing new music, our comeback song as Minutes Unsettled was Delirium. There was a lot of change that had happened to Minutes Unsettled, where we got our third member, Mr. Tyler Coutu. After like that first year of In Bereft Land, the initial excitement kind of died down. Mitch and I were kind of scratching our heads trying to figure out what our next steps were going to be. We were interviewed back last October. During that, I actually talked about what it was like when Tyler came into the band and how he found our music. The song was Melt, and so I'm laying there in bed. I had just woken up in the morning. I'm checking my phone, and I see somebody tagged the Minutes Unsettled page. So I see that this person made a drum cover of us, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And why did he play my part? I feel like the worst drummer on earth right now. What the hell?
That's my bad.
But I knew in that moment, especially as soon as I saw that he was also from Rhode Island, I'm like, I want him in this band. This is exactly who we need to get this off the ground and rolling. And, you know, since then, I think it's safe to say we made the right decision. It's always a really surreal feeling when somebody covers one of my songs. I remember someone did like an 8-bit version of one of my songs. I've had people do vocal covers, but this time was a little bit different because the drums are typically an instrument that I put a lot of focus into, but it's the backbeat of the song, right? It's not the forefront of the song, right? But it's something that I take a lot of pride in writing the drum parts for all of my music. So for someone to cover one of the parts that maybe you're not paying so much attention to, it's a really cool feeling. So he ended up hitting us up and he was like, hey, really love your material. If you ever need a drummer, let me know. I'm your guy. Mitch and I ended up auditioning him. We just knew from the first time we started playing together that Tyler had the right energy for Minutes Unsettled. I will say that we have auditioned people before, and it doesn't matter if they sound good, they look good, they play good. If they have a bad attitude, they're not going to cut it. Like, the chemistry is the most important part of being in a band for me. So it really doesn't matter on how well you play. If you've got a shitty attitude, you're not going to be in this band.
We're very protective of what we have, and I saw it when I first came into this. It took me a really long time to get through, especially with Mitch. They put me through the ringer with tryouts and stuff. I made it through.
Oh, Mitch all over you. You're going to be playing my music. You better get it right.
We've played with musicians that they have put us through the ringer in the sense of, and that's exactly why we said no fragile egos, no bullshit, we're sick of it. So after that, Tyler ends up coming into the band, and during that summer, we were really trying to find our sound, because we knew that we were going to be stepping away from In Bereft Land, and we were going to kind of go into like a new era for our music, but it was really just trying to find that. And plus, we had never actually played our songs before as a band, which was even more of a surreal experience, was to finally play these songs outside of the studio. With what you hear between the studio versions of In Bereft Land versus the live versions are two totally different animals. Having a very, very competent drummer who kind of took the foundation that I laid down and then made it his own, sealed the deal for me on my end about having Tyler in this band. So as you can probably imagine, we were really excited to start working on new material and see what that was going to sound like. So Delirium started as a demo that Mitch came up with. He showed it to me and Tyler one day. We all collectively agreed that that would be our first single that we were going to release with Tyler on the drums. So now it was time to get to work. For all of us, we had to, sit down and arrange the song and start figuring out how everything was going to flow. But on my end, what I was really, really focused on was the lyrical aspect of it. The same night that we started actually arranging Delirium, I was so excited to start working on the lyrics. And as soon as I got in my car, I was leaving Tyler's house, the chorus just came to me. It just flashed to me, and I didn't even have to think. It was just, I face my eyes into the sun, can't see shit but I can run, shake the walls, the floor is spun into Delirium. For our very first single as a full functioning band, I'm really proud of that song, man. I think it was a perfect song for us to release as our follow-up to In Bereft Land. We released another song since then called Venison, which I'll talk a little bit more about next week, but Delirium, man, you should go check that shit out. Go stream Minutes Unsettled, do all that shit. You know what to do. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.